Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
Yes, sir. We in the building with our guest Lokei, man. How you feeling, bro?
Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. How y'all doing?
Man, cool, bro. Cool. We cool, man.
Good. What's up, man?
How you kick your New Year off, bro?
Man, I was in the crib writing
The right way.
I'm trying to game plan for the New Year. Trying to take it to the next level. You know.
The right way.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. So let's start from the beginning, bro. Where you from?
I'm from the burbs. I reside in Park Forest area, but I grew up in the city for like 8 years. But you know how that be. So I just claim the burbs. It is what it is.
Yeah. You spent so the 8 years you talking about. How old was you?
So I was 8 years old.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then you from the burbs. You from the burbs. Because most of your adulthood was, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I grew up. I became me there. You know, I was able to adapt to certain things and be able to learn who I was without being afraid of being myself. You know.
Yeah. And I ain't never heard nobody say that because, you know, we grow up in certain environments. I don't care where the fuck you are. You could be in the hood. You could be in the suburbs. You could be fucking Country Club Hills somewhere. But it's still going to be outside influences around you, know what I'm saying? Bad kids is bad kids no matter where they at, you know what I'm saying? So to hear you say, you know what I'm saying, you was able to learn who you are at a young age, like that was dope.
Appreciate that, yeah, for real though. I think it come also with the mentors I had, and I also grew up playing football. So like just that mentality and just the way of like the learning discipline at an early age is what really helped me too. Also stand off from a crowd.
Did you play sports or anything?
Yeah, I played football growing up. Really just football. I ain't mess with too much other sports. Like I sucked at baseball and track. I wasn't trying to run. So football it is what it was. I was pretty good too though, but you know.
What you playing football?
I played linebacker. I ain't played nothing else but linebacker. I was pretty good. But
I was smacking shit.
Was I? I tore my labrum though, and then I was like, man, I ain't finna give it a try in college. I'm cool. I had fun playing football.
Man, for real. That, like you say though, football definitely teach you a lot of stuff, bro. Like a lot of discipline, man. I'm two-a-days, you know what I'm saying? I'm two-a-days build character, bro.
For real.
For real. But how did you get your start into music and all that?
I was in college around the time, and it's like I would say October 2019, and I was going through a lot of stuff, and I just was listening to music, and I was like, man, I'm tired of listening to everybody else tell their story. It seems so easy. Let me tell mine. So like, I wrote my first song. It took me like 30 minutes to an hour to write it. I was like, okay, I can keep going. The first song is called I Don't Know. It's still out too. I went to my homie dorm room and I played it for him. He was like, oh yeah, bro, you got something. And ever since then, I just been building on top of that.
It was a studio on campus that you went to?
It was my homie crib.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to getting it out the mud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got to start somewhere.
For real.
One of the favorite quotes I always hear is people say, like, it don't matter like where you start, just start. Because you don't know where you're gonna go from there.
For real. And everybody start as beginners, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
For real.
But first time I heard of your music, we was at like a what's it called, Botanical Bars.
Yeah.
Shout out Botanical Bars, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Thorn.
For sure. Shout out Thorn, for real. That was definitely a dope event, you know what I'm saying? And you was like one of the first people to like freestyle or something up there. How was your experience with that and everything? Because that was an opportunity for, you know, exposure. They had a lot of good rewards for people who won. Yeah,
that was actually my first time doing like an open mic type of setting since moving back to the crib, because I just moved back out here, I want to say in May after I graduated college.
For sure.
So I was like, all right, cool. Let me see if Chicago messing with me. So I got up there. I didn't know that they was gonna say you can't rap over your bars because I don't got no concert mixes of my songs.
Right.
But I was like, shoot, I know my songs by heart, so I ain't nervous about that. But it felt good to have a positive feedback from the crowd. I didn't finish in the top 3, but I still connected with people and I still gained some new listeners just off that. So just being there and getting that experience and getting to network with more people, it was just like overall like a great experience for me.
That's what it's all about, man. A lot of people don't use them opportunities because they look at it like, shit, if I don't win, fuck everything in here. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. You know, just like after the show, you and like some other artists, like at least 3-4 artists just walked up to me and just, hey, it's probably ain't go the best here, but what's the next opportunity? What you got to offer? You know what I'm saying? And that be the type of stuff, man, that stuff go a long way. back to football builds character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you just can't be scared to put yourself out there or get discouraged too.
Exactly.
Basically 4 years in the game, bro.
Yeah.
Like 4 years is a long time, you know. Time gonna move regardless of what we do, you know what I'm saying? And I know sometime we may not be as far as we want to be in that time period, you know what I'm saying? So how have you been able to stay focused on, like you say, your goals, bro?
That's crazy you asked that, because when I first started making music, it started out just being for fun, but I got better and better at it. I was like, okay, let me try to make this a real thing happen. But at the time, I was still in college, and I didn't want to drop out because I really wanted to finish. Like, nobody in my family graduated from college, and I wanted to be the first person to do it. Shout out Grambling State University. Shout out my grand fam. You know what it is.
Shout out to HBCU.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But back to what I was saying, like, I was like, all right, I ain't really had no money in college like that for real. Like, everybody know how to be in college, like, real college student. So I'm like, all right.
Meal plan.
So the real plan is like use my degree, get a good job, and pay my way for this music stuff. So now since I've been back home, I've been working, and I just been investing in myself with this music, because I know at the end of the day, like, a lot of people would be forgetting, like, this shit take money. Excuse my language. This stuff take money for real. So like, just investing in myself, I've already seen improvements that I've been trying to reach since I first started. But like, the money talk.
What you get your degree in?
I got my degree in accounting.
Oh, hey, money talk.
For real, for real.
All right, speak on going to HBCU, because I went to Jackson State. I ain't make it. I ain't last, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I still got that experience, and I feel like HBCU experience is different than any other college experience.
100%.
So speak on your experience.
It's very interesting, and I loved every moment of it. Just seeing people that look like me but are not like me in different type of aspects all over. You got the people they come from backgrounds they ain't never struggled. They come from backgrounds where like we the same. It's just going there and seeing that people like you can be this type of person and can be outside of the stigma that they put on us is really what blew my mind about it. And also going to HBCU and starting my rapping is like where I got most of my early listeners from. My name is Lokei because like I don't really be going nowhere. I don't do nothing. I'm a low-key person, but I'll post my music on Twitter, and then I go out to the cab. Hey bro, your music hard. I'm like, damn, people really listening? Hold on, I got something here. So like I really owe Grambling, my grand fam, I owe them I owed them for being my first listeners, and it motivated me to keep going.
Break, you talked about, I know he ain't in the interview right now, but you definitely gotta give your flowers to your homie PB3, man. He bought you, say he put you in the game.
Yes, sir.
Take it to the studio.
Bro, this is my homie PB3 right here.
Yep.
Shit, he can introduce himself, but I'll let y'all know more about him when he introduces himself though.
Let's get it.
PB3, you gotta put the LLT in the front, you know. That's long live my homie that passed. So I got LLT in the front, commemorating my homie and stuff. But I took him to the studio. I seen the potential in him. He wasn't never scared to be the loudest person in the hallway. I just seen that superstar potential in him. I ain't gonna lie. I just told him, I'm like, man, you gotta start rapping. And he used to text me his raps, and I'd be like, man, you texted it to me. We gotta go to the studio. You sending me long. I'm like, man, I can't read that. Man.
He like, the lyrics good, but I gotta hit that on the beat.
Yeah, I'm like, man, we gotta hit that on the beat. So, man, he started and he took off.
Yeah, man, he took me to the studio. I'm like, man, I ain't never think about rapping, but like I always used to write because I'm just like, man, let me get these thoughts off. And he took me to the studio. He was rapping at the time. Well, he still do rap, but he was rapping at the time, and I wasn't rapping at all. And I'm just like, man, this shit look cool as hell to just record your thoughts on here. So I was like, man. A few months later, I said, look, bro, I'm finna rap. Listen to my first song.
Look back since.
Never.
How important is it to have somebody in your corner that one saw something in you and two that believed in you?
It's very important because at moments like when we all have moments when we get discouraged, or we all have moments when we not sure about something, I can send him a song, or I can tell him how I'm feeling. Like, man, you got this, bro. Just keep going. And that's the key part in it, to just have somebody to keep that fuel in you when you running out of gas. Also, he hold me accountable too, because like he'll let me know like if I'm BSing or not. So it's like keeping him in my corner, and plus our other homies it's like our village.
For sure.
All right, we just played Brick by what is the name?
By the Brick.
Brick by Brick.
Yes, sir. Shout out Sahara.
By the Brick.
Shout out Sahara. He produced that one.
Explain that record to us, man.
I made By the Brick right after I got hired for my job, my accounting job. I'm like, oh yeah, it's up now. It's up now. It's a decent little gig. I'm like, oh yeah, let me wrap this back, because it took me a minute to graduate college. So I'm like, man, it's really sitting around me just popping it off now. Like being humble and staying low for so long. Let me just talk my shit for a minute, you know? And I'm
together now.
Yeah, and like a lot of my music isn't really centered around that. It's more so talking about humble beginnings or love songs. But I said, no, I could rap. I can rap that shit when I want to and talk my shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really all it is about, while also, hence the title, By the Brick, while also letting people know, like, nah, this ain't happened overnight. Nah, I ain't always had it easy. I've been really constantly, continuously building this shit by the brick.
So it sounds like you fully embracing, being in your accounting phase and being artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you get artists who don't even want people to know anything about their work background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like that just goes into my artist personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not trying to put on the facade of who I am. Nah, I can separate Lokei from Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Dre is my real name.
For sure.
And I feel like that's important in being an artist, because if you want your future fans or your current listeners, current fans to get an understanding of you got to let them into your real life as well a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And you definitely got to keep that transparency for people can, like, what is this guy about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not just be like, oh, we going off the Lokei, but what is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like when you make it, you got people, artists got Wikipedia pages. People find out their real name.
Yeah.
They want to know their background.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna come a point in time, and it's like, what have you done in your background? Where are you from? What was your beginnings like?
Literally.
So it's better to explain it as you go. You know what I'm saying? Especially with you only being less than 5 years in the game.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's also like a characteristic of leadership as well. Like, I'm not no type of follow the crowd type of person. I always want to lead, not follow.
For sure.
So with people, your homie, you know what I'm saying, giving you the green light, you know what I'm saying, how outside of that, like, how has the reception been as far as new listeners and fans? Like, how have they pushed you to be like, yeah, man, I really want to do this shit?
It's been really good. Small, but any type of margin is a step towards success. So, like I said, in school, people be like, man, when you drop some more music? Because at one point in time, I was dropping, then just be like, I ain't finna drop for like a few more months. But everybody now be like, when you dropping? I've been using the Instagram ads lately, and people in like Nigeria and United Kingdom been hitting me my DM like, man, we need some more music. And that's like, for me, that's like a big thing like that I feel like I accomplished, like just getting my music heard outside of the States. Because it's like, people think you got to get lit in your hometown. No, you don't. Like, this world's so big, the streaming game so crazy right now. You get lit in Nigeria, you get lit in the United Kingdom, that's just going to flow over to where you at. And then people just got to respect it. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, I say it's been received well, but I just want to get it to a bigger setting, you know?
I'm glad you spoke on running the ads, and especially running them outside of the United States, because running them in the States could be kind of expensive, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think people understand just, going overseas with it, because like you say, man, music is one of the biggest industries in the world, you know what I'm saying? And that's because of overseas, you know what I'm saying? The United States is just so big, but you got Europe, Asia, all these different places that's waiting for new artists to support. So I'm glad that you actually running ads to your music, because people, like you said, they'll tell you, bro, you gotta get lit in Chicago first. And no, bro, you don't have to get lit in the state of Illinois. You get lit wherever the fuck you get lit at. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like my fault to cut you off, but like I feel like that's another thing with people, like artists from this area, like from Chicago and the surrounding areas, period. They want to get lit in the crib, at the crib so bad, but I love where we from, but come on, man. We know we surrounded by hate. We surrounded by people who got animosity towards you, and secret jealousy, secret envy. It's like, when you go somewhere that's just full of love or off the strength, they don't know you. They just mess with you because they see what you're doing. They like your hustle. They like your drive. Man, I'll take that over any type of incentive the city will give me for like getting lit or something, if that makes sense. But I love what everybody doing right here. But man, look, if you an artist trying to come up, man, don't just look to get lit in the city first. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Say if it might be in the works. I'm not sure if it's in the works or not. But say if Grambling State hits you somewhere down the line, it could be this year, next year. Hey, come headline this homecoming.
Oh, it's up. Free of charge. It's up. Free of charge.
Nah, don't say free. Don't say free.
Nah, but see, that's just like person. Like I really love my HBCU, man. I ain't gonna lie. They really, I really learned who I was as an artist and as a person over there. Like, and it mean a lot to me. It's a place that's gonna always have a place in my heart. So if they ever hit me come, I'll do it for free. And I'll probably give out a scholarship. Say I'll get lit, and I'm signed to a label by then. Yeah, I get a scholarship out too.
Bro, I don't think people understand how fun a HBCU is. I don't know if BET still do their thing, but when I was there, BET used to come through. You feel?
Yeah,
me?
they came a few years ago, but they ain't been back since.
Bro, BET, get back on that, bro. The HBC college tours, man. That shit used to go down.
Homecoming ain't nothing like HBCU homecoming. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a good portion of a demographic they missing too. Come on, man.
Bro,
That's
they used to come down there and turn it up, bro. I won all the sports games. You feel me? It was Madden, live. I don't think 2K was that big yet. Live, all that, bro. I won all the games. Shout out BET, you know.
And people don't notice a lot though, but Lil Snoop actually went to Grambling State.
For sure.
And like the DJs that DJ the party out there, before I left, they like, man, you get lit, bro. Don't forget us, because they was on the way of helping him come up and stuff, because they like the same age.
For sure.
All right, now with this being the top of the year, you feel me? You're gonna be able to watch this interview all year. You feel me? So, and you say you kicked off your year, you know what I'm saying, mapping out your goals, your plans, man. So what was some goals and some plans you mapped out, bro?
So one of the goals I got is to hit, I want to say 10K followers by the end of the year, just to get there at least. So now people press on my page and they be like, oh, he got some following. So I got a long way to go right there. I also want to drop 4 albums, an album every quarter. And I want to get a feature with somebody that's got a little bit of clutter around the city or like around the world. I want to actually put myself out there more with people with more buzz than me and just have my name just keep popping up. I want to make more and more connections. Then I want to throw a concert. I was just telling Pete the other day, for my birthday, I plan on throwing a concert called Lokei and Friends. Have a few people headline. I have a few people, and then me come out and headline, perform some songs off my album that's coming out this month.
Hey man, all that sound extremely doable. You feel me? You just gotta. The number one thing out here is just staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? If you stay consistent, you're gonna see your goals start. You know what I'm saying? Chip off the block. You know what I'm saying? So just stay focused on what you focused on, bro, and you're gonna make it there, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And just stay with your plan. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. That's some big self-evaluation I looked at last year. You got to stay with your plan. Everything you said you can do, you want to do, you can flat do that.
And go back into the discipline. Like, people be getting motivated. You can be motivated, but and not be disciplined. I'd rather be disciplined than motivated, because if I'm disciplined, that means I'm going to get up and work towards something every day. If I'm motivated, I'm only working when I'm motivated. If I ain't motivated, I ain't working. But if I'm disciplined, I'm always working.
For real, being motivated is like running in place. Like, yeah, I got some motivation to run in place. Being disciplined is how you finna make it, how you finna run in a straight line. You know what I'm saying? How you finna keep running through that when you don't feel like it.
Till you get to where you trying to go.
Exactly. But you can definitely do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Are you cooking up anything like singles or something leading up to this first quarter album you trying to drop?
Well, see, Only You and By the Brick. Then I got one more song that's a single off the album. I done already dropped them. So what I'm thinking about now is, if I do want to drop another single before the album, I'll just get y'all the album. Album is finished. I just gotta do some more mixing and mastering to it. It's called No Apologies. It was called No Apologies 2, but now I'm naming it Smoke and Mirrors 2 because No Apologies 1 isn't on streaming platforms no more. So I don't want people who are new to my music to come in like, all right, well, what the first one at? So
Right.
if you want to listen to Smoke and Mirrors 1, it's there.
For sure.
All right, man. I like to ask people this question, man. If you can go back and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
If I could go back and give my younger self any advice, what would it be? I would probably say don't put down the saxophone.
You used to play saxophone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say don't put down the saxophone because I feel like then I would have been even more musically inclined before I even started. And I could have been making my own beats or something, you know, making my own samples with the saxophone.
Is that something you want to pick back up in 2024?
Yeah, I say I do, but then I got to learn how to read music all over again. So I don't know, man.
I feel you, bro. Anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Look, Smoke and Mirrors 2 on the way, January 26th. I got By the Brick, Newer Heights, Only You out now. Follow me on Instagram at Lokei, LOKEI __, Twitter, LOKEI __, TikTok, the same thing. And I got a lot in store for y'all this 2024 season. For real. Just stay in tune for the journey.
Tap in with him, man. Jimmy, talk to the people.
Let's get it. Hey, shout out, I guess, Lokei for coming through the building, man, to start the year off with us the right way. You know what I'm saying? And hey, this is a clean slate, bro. For whatever it was last year, for whatever it was the year before last, whether you came up short, whether you overseeded expectations. If you overseeded expectations, do it again. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't hit all your expectations, just wipe it clean. Don't even look back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you said, you know, you say 4 albums in a quarter, headlining concert. You want 10K followers, and you want a nice, healthy feature. That's possible, you know.
Yes, sir.
Shit, go from low key to high key. You know what I'm saying? Tee up, shit. For real, I feel like this, but no bullshit. I feel like this gonna be a year for a lot of people really gonna shock themselves on what they capable of, you know. Cause I feel like last year everybody was under something like that was like just holding on to them. You know, they was fighting through it. You know, a lot of people did make it through it. You know, but I feel like this year everybody trying to take that shit off and really, you know, and go for it. And sometimes, you know, some days you would put yourself more far ahead than others. So on them days, man, just keep pushing yourself. Them days you don't feel like it, push yourself through that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be on the lookout for them quarterly drops and everything like that. You know?
Yes, sir.
You know, you drop it, send it through, man, and go right on airways.
I got y'all.
For sure.
Got y'all.
Other than that, bro, yeah, just stay down, stay persistent in what you trying to do. Stay level-headed, man, and shoot, tap into your community. You know, you got an HBC community background. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't just for one school. That's for the whole network.
All of them. We like a family.
Oh yeah, for sure. Got to see it that way. You know, I be seeing a lot of times people be trying to put one above the other, but we all just everything is the same to me.
Show that.
For sure. But yeah, make sure y'all tap into Lokei. Stay tuned with everything he got going on. Follow him, connect with him. You want a feature, get in tune with him. You know, follow Ill Sound Radio, ILLSOUND Radio. Submit your music to iLLANOiZE Radio. Download the iLLANOiZE Radio app. You can do everything that, man. You can submit music to the radio. You can submit music to the site. You can request the ill style. And you can listen to music for 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, nonstop. That's some tight shit to me. For real. For real. But follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
Man, salute to you, bro. Keep grinding. Never stop fucking grinding. You know what I'm saying? On those days where you be like, man, fuck this shit. Them the days that you gotta go extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? Cause stacking too many of them days up, you feel me, will push you away from your passion. Yes, so as long as you passionate about what you're doing and you having fun with it, bro, it's gonna be easy to, you know, push that shit out. And as far as feeding the people, bro, feed the people, bro. Feed the people. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying, you drop a project, it might not last a week, you know what I'm saying? But if you put the proper groundwork into it, you know what I'm saying, and you cultivate your fan base, bro, then that shit gonna live with your people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about having 2,000-3,000 people. If you find 500 people that's rocking with you, bro, 100%. That is spending bread with you, you straight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking part-time job right there, you know what I'm saying? So, man, just stay focused on all your goals, bro, and crush them bitches.
Got you, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
No doubt.
Appreciate you. Sliding through, man.
Hey, with that being said, man, I'm gonna play Newer Heights, man. I think it's only right we go out to that.
Yes, sir.
So,
Hey, but y'all don't go nowhere, man. We got Mad Flow Jr. in the building, man. We gonna chop it up with him in about 5-10 minutes, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. Yo, sound ready.
get it.